Welcome to the 2013 International Bowl Expo Trade Show, and we got with us from Motiv, the star of TV now.
Yeah.
Is Scott Wilbur.
Got it.
Too many Scotts.
Too many Scotts.
So it was great to see the hierarchy there in the stands. And we were, I know, just talking with Susie Minshew about Jake's tremendous performance on the show. So what kind of technology went into that Primal Rage that made him look so good compared to the other guys?
Yeah, that's a whole new style of cover stock we just came up with, and it's awesome. We actually just found out that it's going to be the highest rated back end ball in history. So that's a huge advantage for someone to throw. I mean, everybody's been kind of chasing, some of the balls out there that have those big, back end skid flip type reactions, and we've been working on this for a long time, and we knew we'd get it, but it just, you just never know when. It's kind of like snow or rain. You just, it's going to come. You just don't know when. And thankfully, it's arrived, and that ball is incredible. Actually, a great story about that ball is that our staff, PBA staff manager, and he does tons of testing for us, and he's just a great asset to the company. He's Brett Spangler, and Brett has been, hoping we would get there somewhere with that, and he threw it 3 times when we first got him that cover stock on that ball. He threw it 3 times. After his 3rd shot, he said, I just broke down and started crying. He said, I was so excited about that, because he said, this is it. This is the ball. And he called us and he just said, this is it, guys. We have done it. We've conquered the beast, and it is an awesome ball. And I mean, there's some real new technology in there. The other thing too is that we haven't stopped there. We actually developed that cover stock about 6 months ago, and since then we've been working on some other things. Now that we know basically what it takes to make that happen, we've been perfecting it, and we've got some just amazing things coming up over the next 6 months. We've already tested several of the balls, and they're just wonderful. They're not all going to be the same ball, obviously. We make sure that everything's different than everything, but the technology and the way that ball moves has given us a whole new style of play that we can use, and we're going to really explore all different aspects of that and make some just really wonderful and unique equipment. So yeah, we're having a ball. It's great. But I wish I could just say, oh well, we put this in there and then we do this, but that would probably not. It's kind of like the dog with the baked beans ad thing or something, where the dog's always trying to give away the family recipe. I don't think we really want to give out the family recipe on this one.
No, so you're crediting cover stock, but obviously it had to be a great core in there to match up with it. Great core,
actually, yeah, it's a great core. It's the same core. The Primal Scream was was voted most versatile ball of 2012 in bowling this month, and I'll throw this in there. And we won all the categories, which is pretty cool. But
except entry level, but you didn't have one.
No. We did, well, except for no, we did. We won everything. There were 6 categories. We won every category. We did. We have an entry in the set. Won the entry level. So we won all. Last year we won 3 of the 6. This year we won all 6. So it was pretty cool. But anyway, what we've got going is anyway. We're just having a ball, again. So I forgot what you were asking me, and we got talking about bowling this month.
Yeah, well, we were talking about different bowling balls. Well, we're going into the cores.
The cores, that's right. Yeah. And that was the same core that was in the Primal Scream, yeah, which again was so popular. And this cover stock just really takes advantage of the fact that core has got such a great style and great flip, and such a hard flip and great continuation. And coming up too, we've got some new cores coming up, and we've got some new cover stocks, and we're just going to keep doing. We've got some insane graphics coming up, for like next season, for early spring next year. My son designs a lot of this stuff, and Scott Hewitt, who's our marketing director, and they're both really gifted graphically and with design, and so we've got some just things that'll just really knock your socks off. So yeah, it's a ball. We just have a ride. I mean, all we want to do is make it like Christmas. Every time we release a ball, we want everybody to look forward to it and not be disappointed when it shows up.
So for those that had the opportunity to walk by the Motiv booth today, or yesterday to see all the balls there. I mean, it's just such a terrific looking line of bowling balls. Originally, all we're looking at was the beauty. Now it's the performance. Now it's broken its maiden.
It has. It's been fantastic, and you know, it's just, we did some really cool things with, you know, we're talking about the entry level with the Ascent. You know, we had some a really pretty pro ball with that, but it was pink and purple, and we still have it. But a lot of guys wanted to buy that ball, and we're kind of like, I'm really hesitant on the pink, so we added a couple colors. And one of the big things we do and try to do is to listen to what people want and listen to the pro shops who tell us, oh, you guys really need to explore this, or I'm having trouble, you know, selling that color to this guy, or you guys need a ball that can skid flip and just turn super hard, you know, off the spot. And that's, you know, because that's the only thing I can't put people into in a Motiv. And so now that's what we, you know, so we take that feedback, and we try to develop the products that give the pro shop all the tools they need, so that they've got, you know, the great quality of Motiv and the great, you know, great construction and great engineering, but they have it in all the styles and roles that they need to meet their customer needs.
Yeah, last week I got to talk with Frankie May quite a bit out at the stadium.
Awesome.
And I mean, I don't know if you know Frankie from the 70s, and when he was just in a house in Reading, Pennsylvania. And he's handled Visionary and Lens for the last few years, but now you've got him handling Motiv.
Right.
And he's saying, I mean, it's like moth to a fire. I mean, they just...
Yeah. And he still has Visionary there too. I mean, they're great, and they were really kind to us and let us share the booth with them this year, and so we want to thank those guys. But Frankie's done wonderful things, and it's opened up some real opportunities for him. He also wants to go back and bowl some senior events, you know, so he's got to have a PBA certified bowling ball to do that, which we are. So Visionary's been kind enough to tell him he'll be able to help, you know, and he'll be able to throw Motiv, even though he still does a lot of great work.
So it was great seeing the product out there and drawing a lot of people to it. And I told him, no wonder we can't order a double bag from our distributors, because he had all of them out there. We had a guy looking for one, and we didn't have any distributors. We even went to some of the online just to satisfy them. Don't have any.
We finally every year or every time we'd order bags, it's, you know, because it's about a 4-month lead time to get them in. We'd order and we'd double our order, and like, okay, this will get us through, okay, and then we, you know, and then the next time they get in, we'd be out way before we had the next order, and so we double the order again. And this time we have 2 huge full-size containers of bags coming in, so we're trying to stay ahead of the curve, but sales are accelerating so fast that we just couldn't get ahead of it. So this time we're hoping we will in the future. Now always have stuff in stock. So
problem you dreaded for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
Oh yeah, it's a horrible problem to be outselling ourselves. You know, it's been great though.
Now, although Motiv may seem new to the industry, you've had products before that people may recognize outside of the Motiv line.
Yeah, I mean, we've been, you know, we have the Techline products company, which we're actually kind of rolling into the Motiv thing, but we've been in bowling for over 50 years. We've been in core manufacture for over 25 years. You know, but in bowling engineering, we've been doing this for a long time. My brother and I took over the company after my father passed away about 25 years ago, and we're both engineers, and we both are, you know, and I mean my brother is actually a certified engineer, I'm not, but I do a lot of engineering, you know, kind of see the advanced school of, you know, the hard knocks kind of engineering, but we both have some talent at that, and my brother in particular, and so we've been making things that people have been using for a long time. They just didn't know that we were kind of guys, you know, behind the scenes doing some of the engineering out of all the engineering.
Yeah, so the cores being inside the ball, maybe that wasn't as prominent. And Techline, although maybe first name for pro shops, the average bowler doesn't know what Techline products are, but they've been around forever, and the colors and
long time. Lane oils and lane cleaners and just all kinds of stuff. Yeah, we make all kinds of things. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny here at the show. There's a ice. They've got a synthetic ice thing here, and about 10 years ago, my brother and I invented a way to fix composite hockey sticks of all things, and it's an awesome system. And we would go to the National Hockey Show, and these guys from the synthetic lane thing were there, and we show up at the bowling show here, and we look across the aisle, and they're like, "We know you," and we're like, "We know you," and we're like, "Yeah." And so they're like, "What are you guys doing here? You're the hockey guys," and we're like, "No, actually we're the bowling guys, and the hockey's kind of a sideline." They're like, "Oh wow!" So yeah, we do. I mean, we just enjoy fixing problems and finding things that people say can't be done, and doing them. Just like the graphic system on the bowling balls, people were like, "You cannot do this," you know, and that's why we were able to get so many patents on it and such, because it's really difficult to do, but it's really outside the box, and it's a fabulous, fabulous thing. So.
Yeah, and no one yet has been able to figure out how to do it.
Well, they can, you know. I mean, it's yeah. We have pads on it, thank goodness now. So even if they do, it's you know, it's going to be. Let's hope we don't have to go there. But it's a you know it's a great system. It's so difficult though, and just takes such precision, which is why I think that you find Motiv doing so well, is that the balls have to be incredibly high precision to be able to make that graphic system work, and it's made us be even better at making sure that we have no variation in the ball. And that's why when you drill a ball, and if you want to drill the exact same ball and, you know, drill it the same way, even if it's, you know, 2 years later you drill that thing, it'll be the exact same ball. There's no variation inside the ball. There's no variation in the cover stocks. They're just, you know, consistency is the name of the game to do quality well. And that's how
you need that in your bowling ball as well as in your physical game.
It is. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing as bowling ball. It's shot to shot consistency, and for us, it's ball to ball consistency. You know,
so is there anything we've missed?
I don't think so. I got hockey. I talked about my brother. He was the greatest brother in the world.
Yeah. We got Jake covered.
Got Jakey, did great. You know, we've had some great stuff. I think we have so many people to thank. We have, you know, EJ Tackett. We wanted to mention him, and we've got some other really great young up and comers too, and then, you know, Dick Allen and just, you know, Lee Vanderhoff and Brett Spangler, and just you know, just a billion of these guys who are just have bought into the program based on the technology of the balls, and then they've done wonders for us. Anthony Lacaze, huge addition to the team. I mean, just a wonderful individual, and you know, his wife, you know, she was a little sick, and we'd like to say we hope things go really well for her, but just some great people, Anthony Jordan and Pete Spreadberry, and, you know, just Greg Zika. I mean, there's just a bunch of guys that we have a lot of things to do, you know, not to mention like Tom Sims, who I see sitting over here. He's a great friend of mine and did a lot of work for us, and just an awesome guy. Great center in Wheaton there, Foxhole, great stuff.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
Anyway, throwing my friends in there. Great
and one
stuff.
tiny little piece of bad news, the shirt that Jake Peters is wearing, that's not going to be mass produced?
Well, I think it may be. I mean, we've looked at a couple things like that. Anthony Kaz has one that's kind of similar to that, but it was something he had my son design up, I think, and it just, you know, it may be. We'll see. But yeah, everybody likes that shirt, so we'll probably add that to the line or something like that.
Yeah,
so just email us and tell us you want it, and we'll do it. We want to make everybody happy. So it's very cool. Thank you so much.
Here. You got about another hour of Bowl Expo left.
Hey, it's been a great show for us.
Get back to the grindstone and see what we can do out there.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks, Ken.